What's up, guys? Chaseontwowheels here at Mountain Motorsports again, and today we're on a 2015 R1. I don't know if you guys have heard of this bike. It's supposedly new or something, and it's a big deal. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I think we should just ride it.
Check this out. Damn!
Alright, so let's ride this 2015 R1. Oh man, you're so far forward. You are so far forward. You know, I would think that they would angle this thing. Can it angle? No, it can't? Okay, oh my gosh, you have like... Oh my god, I have a little brake. Look, I can see how much braking I'm giving. Oh my goodness. Wait, what's the rear? Do I get a rear? I don't get a rear bar. Alright, whatever. Oh, it's got the integrated thing, the start. Oh, this body position's weird. Oh, it does a little transition over. Oh man, that's trippy. All right, let's do a first ride on a 2015 R1. Very simple. Oh my gosh, this thing feels like a rock. And by that, I mean, oh my goodness, there's not a lot of budging at all. I do want to go ahead and let you guys know that the amount of technology that is inside of this motorcycle, there is no way I'm going to be able to cover everything that this bike can do in this video. So I apologize for that off the bat, but this bike is one of the most technologically enhanced motorcycles out there. Oh dude, I couldn't have this bike. I would be playing around with the little brake meter all day long. There's a meter that tells me how much I'm accelerating. Oh, it's bouncy. You can tell this bike just wants to this bike's like, what are you doing right now? Really, 30 miles an hour? The sound isn't great, I'll say that. Well, so the bar even gives you the deceleration. Sorry about that, guys. The bike ran out of gas. If you guys want to see the running out of gas part of the video, you can click on the link and I will take you to my Facebook page where the video exists. Let's get back on it and let's try to do a first ride now. Oh, that little turn on thing is pretty cool. Now that the bike has some gas, I think we should go test it out. Oh man, this bike is... There's nothing soft or smooth or anything about this bike. It is take me to the track or ride me really freaking hard. Those are your two options. Alright, let's take this thing off. From what I hear, it has a giant catalytic converter, so the bike doesn't sound as good as it could, is what I understand. Holy shit, did I even shift? I did? Okay. Yeah, I can't have a bike like this because I would be looking at the monitor the whole time. Because watch, when I apply brakes, I can see how much braking I'm applying. I gotta say, this bike feels like a razor blade. And I'm in B mode, man. I am in B mode. Oh man, when you give it throttle, you can feel the engine start shaking. All right, let's do this. Like prepping up. Everybody was saying the seat was like cardboard, but it's not really that bad because you're leaning over so far that you don't have a lot of weight on your butt. So the seat feeling like crap isn't really that big of a deal. But does it have a quick shifter? Oh, it does. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I've never ridden a bike with a quick shifter. That's pretty awesome. Oh, downshifting, there's no engine braking at all. Wow, I expected more engine braking than that. Yeah, it's even saying there's a very minimal engine braking right now. Interesting. And you know what? It might be the mode. I don't really like the way to change the mode. Because going, it's a little hard to do. I keep forgetting it has a quick shifter. I could just shift and not have to worry about it. Let's see how the bike actually feels in a turn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this bike, I'm leaning over and it's just like, whenever you're ready to lean, just let me know. You know, other than the sloth lights, the bike looks pretty cool. And I don't like the engine, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The way the engine looks. Sorry, I don't want you guys to be confused that I don't think the engine's good. Yeah, there's like this grunt, like your butt starts vibrating and crap, and it's like right when it starts vibrating, you know the bike's about to take off. The bike has power. I found it out. I found out the bike can actually move through space and time. Hold on, we're gonna take advantage of this and try to change the mode, because for some reason it's not changing. Okay, you just have to be not going. That's A mode. Let's put it in D mode. I assume is the most economical mode. Wow, this bike wants to lean over so much. Oh my god! Oh my god! In D mode? What the hell? What the hell is that? D mode should be deep, like powered down. Wait, does the tack turn green when you're in the power band? Yep. Okay, it does. That's pretty cool. Nice job, Yamaha. Yamaha's like, I'm gonna let them know. When they in that power band, I'm gonna let them know. All right, let's see if I can change the mode now. Nope. All right, so I'm slightly moving and I can't change the mode. But if I stop, if I'm going 0, I can. Okay. So the bike knows what the hell's happening, man. We're in C mode now. I can't believe it. There's that much power in D mode. You know what? I am surprised though, putting it in C and D mode. It is a little jumpy still, but it does help it a lot. I still don't see this bike as being a bike that, hey, if I want to go to get groceries, I can. You know, it's not that type of bike. It's not that chill. It is still a freaking razor blade of a motorcycle. There's no denying that this bike is made to ride fast. Nobody's gonna ever deny that. It kind of fits though, you know, yeah, you're leaned way over, and yeah, the seat's hard, and you know, if you don't ride and hold the weight of your body with your legs, you're gonna be tired in your arms. But you know, that's kind of what you... How does it have that much power when it's detuned? This is a monster. If you guys are buying this bike or looking into buying this bike, you need to either be doing track or you need to be riding really freaking hard. Those are the only two states that this bike is going to be happy in. We're in C mode still, which has, it looks like, even lower power than D mode. There's so many electronics on the bike that's just there to help you out as a rider, which is always nice to have, especially when you're dealing with this much power underneath you. Any added help is always nice. This bike feels so smooth though. When you're up on it and getting it, you can tell that that's where the bike wants you to be. That's how the bike wants you to be riding it. It's kind of like a Panigale. I remember the Panigale, when I was riding it really slow around town, it felt like crap. But when I started getting on it, it started feeling a lot smoother. All right, let's turn here. I don't like the turn signal. It's really thin. Is that first? Oh my good God. So the engine braking is really like minuscule when you're in a lower gear. like coming to a stop or coming to a slowing way down, this is going to be a little difficult. Wow, man, this bike belongs leaned over. That's all it is. That's how this bike is meant to be. You're supposed to be up here like carving it and like enjoying the ride. Oh, there's the engine braking. I'm still in first, man. Wow. Yeah, there goes the vibration. Yeah, so you know what? C mode is actually surprisingly controllable. I'm very impressed with that. And I say that, but these are all custom modes that have already been put in. All these numbers, you see C mode has power 3, traction control is at 4, and SCS, which I'm not exactly sure what that is at 3. Those are all values that you can change as the rider. Like, you know what? As a matter of fact, here, I'll pull off here and I'll show you guys. So power 3, we'll keep it on that. Traction control is it 1, 2, and see, you can modify it to be whatever you want. And then menu, this little rocker here takes you around. There's the trips, average fuel, temperature outside and on the bike, trips, odometer, and there's 1,000 different things in that mode in the computer that I just don't know how to do. Don't think that that's the only things you can do in here. All right, so we're in B mode, which gives it a little more power. I was gonna haul ass, but I didn't know if this was a cop or not, which speaks to the mirrors. The mirrors aren't bad. The mirrors aren't bad, but I mean, they're not the most amazing thing ever. Let's get out of that. Alrighty, and from riding around up here, I do know that there's a cop up on this turn, so I am not going to haul butt. But if I wanted to, this bike would do it without a doubt. Okay, it lifted the front wheel. Oh, that's not safe. I didn't even give it a lot, dude, and the front wheel was just like, I'm coming. Maybe that's what the SCS, it's like anti-wheelie. I don't know, but whatever it is, the bike came back down by itself and was very unobtrusive in doing so. So yeah, it's very helpful to have a bike that'll wheelie and have anti-wheelie in it. Because if this bike didn't have anti-wheelie control, you would just be doing wheelies everywhere. I couldn't see owning this bike and not going to the track all the time. Even with the different modes, dude, honestly, this bike is just too sharp for the road. It has that vibration like I'm about to go. This is a really cool bike, I will say that, but I just think it's too track oriented for street use. That being said, if you have the money to have one of these for the track, holy moly, you really need to consider that. There's a couple aesthetics that I'm not really a big fan of, like the white case that I'll show you guys up here, the bubble headlights along with the running bar lights. I wish they could just be the running bar lights, but man, for a track bike, this would be freaking amazing. Those C and B modes with the settings that are in there feel so much better. Yep, look, I'm just going 9 and it still won't change out of B mode. You have to be going 0. Let's pull up into the handy dandy little car wash, do a little look-see of this motorcycle and check it out a little bit before we take it back to the beautiful people at Mountain Motorsports. First getting on this bike, I will say I had a kind of hard time just like going slow with it because you're sitting really up high, like you're high up off the seat. It's got the cool little dash. Alrighty, 2015 Yamaha R1, the brand new body style, the brand new bike. See, it's these running lights, the line ones. These I love, these I can't stand. If these weren't here, this would be amazing. Unfortunately they are, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, it's fine. This is the blue, Yamaha blue, of course. You see how the front sprocket cover is black and the crankcase thingy mabobber jigger is silver? Hate that. One thing I do love, I love this. I don't know how somebody gonna sit back here with you, but Supposedly that's an option. I love this though. This is just freaking it for me. This whole air scoopy looking thing. The back of it looks like a freaking beast. I love the back. Side exhaust is kind of whatever. They've got a Yoshimura pipe on this one. Mountain Motorsports actually put that on this bike. This is what I can't stand. Look at that. If it was black. This bike comes in a black with red accent style and still has that silver case. I don't get it. I'm not a really big fan of the front fairings. It just seems thick. But the bike has some really cool stuff about it. Let's get it cranked up and let's get you guys a listen. And I'll show you guys I'll show you the tack in a minute. Let's get it in B. Put it in A mode so that we can get the best experience possible. I like the way it sounds cranking up. There's like Yoshi Pi 2015 Yamaha R1. Alright, let's watch the tack. It's a monster after all. One of my favorite rears of a motorcycle, to be honest. It is one of the best looking rears of a bike, period. If I could have this rear and a Yamaha R6 front that has a kind of a mix with those like line lights, oh, y'all, talking about my dreams. Alright, let's take this beautiful bike back to Mountain Motorsports. See, it sounds so tame, man, but the second you lean this thing over, that's like a dog that just ripped the chain off and just gonna come bite you. This bike's also hot as hell. Let's see what it sounds like in here. In my patented Make Bike Sound Better chamber. The sound of our people. Alrighty. This bike is actually getting really hot. Let's see what temperature it is. The bike is at 221 right now. So it gets a little hot. Go ahead and take advantage of this little turn. That's not safe, dude, but alright. That was awesome. He's jumping the thing all over the place. Alrighty guys, well, I'm Chase on Two Wheels. This has been a Chase on Two Wheels first ride of a 2015 R1. My final thoughts: this is a track bike that they made that can go on the street. It has no business being on the street. I don't really see it having a point other than the track. I mean, maybe if you just go to the mountains a lot and you really want to ride hard, I could see it, but other than that, man, I think there are much better bikes out there for street use. For track use, I don't know if there's a much better bike than this. This seems absolutely phenomenal. I love the little LCD monitor up front. The bike feels like a razor blade and it rides like a razor blade. When you go over, you go over. When you give it gas, you give it gas. You know, you feel it. An amazing motorcycle, an amazing feat of engineering. Not the best daily rider though. But guys, unfortunately, I can't keep riding this thing. I can't take it to the mountains. I've got to take it back to Mountain Motorsports up the road. I do have to give a shout out to the guys at Mountain Motorsports. They're the guys that let me get on these amazing, brand new, beautiful motorcycles to make videos for you guys. So make sure to check them out with the links down below. If you do go check them out, make sure you let them know that Chase sent you over there. And if you guys want to see me on a certain motorcycle on any social media platform, use the hashtag C2WFR. That stands for Chase on Two Wheels First Ride. That's the way I figure out what bikes you guys want me to ride. So make sure to be using that hashtag, guys. I got to take this bike back. If you like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more first rides and vlogs. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.